In 2015, we left the rat race and went to the farm. We bought a 100-year-old farmhouse and 9 acres. After 3 years of extensive renovations, we can finally call ourselves College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Today, we're going to talk about the Harbor Freight wireless alarm. It's a driveway alarm, and you can buy it, of course, at Harbor Freight. It's made by Bunker Hill Security. It's battery powered. 9-volt battery goes in the sending unit. You can see it lights up red. I've already got the battery in it. It lights up red anytime it sees motion. Then this is the receiver unit. It uses 4 C-size batteries. Now, I bought this in October, and it's February. And the reason I'm doing a review of it today, I've used it since October, right around the 1st of October. What happened was, my son goes to work at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And he was going to work, and he backed out, and he looked up here. He lives 2 houses down from me. My house, the road ends in my driveway. So our little 1-lane road that comes up through here. There are 2 houses that are relatively close, and that's my son's and one other neighbor. And he saw a set of lights, brake lights, in my driveway. So as he was backing out, my motion sensor lights came on, and whoever was there took off real quick and about hit him going out. He tried to follow them through our little village down through here, and he couldn't catch up with them. They were doing 70 or 80 miles an hour. They knew he'd seen them, and they were not waiting around. So in order to make it so that problem, I was aware of that problem, because I didn't find out about it until the next morning. So to make it so that I was aware of that problem, I went and bought this driveway alarm system. Now, I've been using it since October. And let me tell you, I know when I've got company. I know when there are deliveries. I know when the cat comes up. I know when a possum walks by. I know when a dog goes by, or a deer, or a bunny rabbit, or there's everything in the world. If anything moves out there, squirrels, weasels, it don't matter. This thing picks it up. And this is what it sounds like. Now, this is the high tone. And it does that if anything walks by it. Like I said, it could be anything, a possum, a cat, anything. So that was okay during the dead of winter, when it was really cold and there wasn't much moving around. But now that we've got a little bit of warmer weather headed our way, I'm getting a lot of things waking me up in the middle of the night, and when I go look out the window, it's just a cat or a dog or something that I can't identify. You know, a bunny rabbit maybe. Because this is down, it's where my motion lights aren't. So you can't tell what it is. Now, the way this works, of course, it's got a 9-volt battery. It's got a 9-volt battery in the sending unit. It's got 4 C-size batteries, and I have not changed these, okay, since October. I put them in October. Here it is February, the beginning of February, and they're still operating well. It has, on the side, it has a low and a high setting. And you can probably tell the difference there on the video, but I'm not certain. But now, that wakes me up out of a sound sleep. So, this is probably 150, 200 feet from the house. So, it wakes me up before anybody gets up here. Now, the opportunity is to use a 9-volt or a 6-volt, I'll get it out here, a 6-volt adapter. But I found that with these batteries, they last an awful long time. It doesn't even act like it's getting weak, and it's went off a lot. Here lately, it's went off an awful lot. So much that it's disturbing my sleep. So what I want to do is I want to make it so that if a car drives by, it goes off. Or if a human walks by, or even a deer, something big as a deer walks by, it'll go off. But I don't want it going off if there's bunny rabbits or cats or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a container for this. And one of the problems I did when I first put it out, when you use these, I had it pointed up my driveway. So anything coming up the driveway or coming down the driveway, I thought, well, it would see that and it would alert me. Well, what it does is it alerts me when it comes past the sensor for the first time. Then it alerts me after it gets about 5 feet up through there. Then it alerts me after it gets 5 more feet, and then 5 more feet, and it just keeps going off. So if something's walking up my driveway kind of slow, somebody or a dog that's looking around, sniffing around, peeing on a bush, it goes off 10 times. So I want to do something to take care of that. And what I'm going to do, and you can see what I do, I'm going to show you how I build it, but I'm going to make a container that will shield the sides of this, like this, and it will also have something across the front so that things that are low down to the ground, it's not going to see them. It's only going to see the things that are basically waist high and above. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make an enclosure that'll fasten on the pole. I'm not going to show you where I put it, because if I show you where to put it, I've showed everybody in the world where I put it. So, and probably I'm wrong just telling anybody. Now these come with channels. This one happens to be channel 3, and you can buy them based on the channel. Okay, and you can put as many of these sending units as you want. This is $15 at Tractor Supply. I could put one up here to watch for a deer to come by. I can put one on the driveway. I could put one down at the front of the house in case somebody was around, had come around front, but I can't imagine anybody doing that at my place. So, but I may do that. I don't know. So I'm going to try and shield this thing, and nobody notices it. Nobody knows that I've never painted it any color. You know, I've never painted any color. Maybe if somebody was trying to get up here and do something and they were paying attention, they might notice it, but nobody else has ever noticed it. None of my children, none of their friends, none of the male people, none of them. None of the folks that have come to visit have noticed that this thing is there and said anything about it. So I'm going to go ahead and build that, and then we'll go from there. Now, the way I've got this here, turn it around so you can see it a little better. The unit sets in here like this, and what I want to do is I want to take this block and put it up here so that it blocks a certain amount a vision down for this thing, so it only sees straight out above that. So that right there might be a sufficient amount. Make it level with the bottom. And what I can do is I'll put screws in this. This other part I'm going to fasten together with a brad nailer, but I'll put screws in this so I can move it up and down. Okay, let's get the brad nailer fired up. Sorry folks, my camera battery died. Okay, now my big compressor apparently is off the dust, my shop compressor, so I'm going to have to do something about that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this nailed up. One. I have a little bitty compressor that I use for if I need to haul it, carry it somewhere. It's a baby pancake compressor, so it works just fine with these little brad nailers. So I'll get this nailed together. These little brad nailers, they're awesome for doing little projects like this where you want to just stick something together. And if this falls apart after 6 months, I don't care, I'll just make another one. It's all out of scrap wood. It's nothing nothing but scrap. Okay, I got it up and adjusted. When I first put it up, when I first hung it, it did good for me walking by. I rolled a beach ball and I rolled a basketball down by it and it didn't go off, something on the ground there. When my little car, I've got a little compact car, when I drove it by, it didn't go off either. So I had to monkey around with the adjustment, and instead of moving the faceplate on the front, I just swung it like this on the post. And now it picks up my little car, but it doesn't pick up if I roll a beach ball or a basketball or something like that. I even threw a stick down through there and it didn't catch that either. But I walk down through there and it catches that. I wave a stick at waist height and it catches that. So it does pretty good. Now, it says, I think it says it has a range of 400 feet. Well, I couldn't tell you if it worked good at 400 feet. I'll tell you it works real good at about 200 feet. So it does real good for us. It covers the entire roadway. Of course, our road is only about 12 feet wide. It's a single lane road and it ends in my driveway. So it picks up all the way across the road, though, probably 40 feet away from it, it'll pick up still. So that may be a win or lose, I don't know. You know, an animal farther away might be enough to set it off, but we're just going to wait and see. Would I buy this again? I would absolutely buy it again. I would actually like to go and find a couple more Channel 3 ones to put at different places on a property. But I would definitely buy it again. As a matter of fact, I may go buy a couple of backups just to have. It's worked for 5 months on one set of batteries. I thought I was going to use a plug-in controller, but I think I'm just going to worry about using batteries. C-size batteries every 6 months is not that expensive, or every year. I don't know how long this thing's going to last. But would I buy it again? Oh yeah, I would definitely buy this again. It's 15 bucks, $14.99 regular price. I think I may have actually got mine on sale with a coupon for $8.99. You can catch them on sale often for $10.99 and $11.99. So if you wanted to have something to alert you when somebody came into your driveway, or it's a wonderful device. So that's my review of the Harbor Freight driveway alarm made by Bunker Hill Security. Now, Harbor Freight nor Bunker Hill are sponsors of my channel. This is just my review of something that I'm using. So don't think that I'm getting any money out of this. I'm not getting a dime. All right, time for me to get on to the next thing. I'd like to thank you for visiting with us at College Hill Farm today. I hope you found our videos entertaining and or informative. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment on both Facebook and YouTube. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.